Coming up in this episode of the Trans-Sib Challenge, we arrive in Ulan-Ude in eastern Siberia, home of Lake Baikal. Here we get out of our comfort zone, staying with a family in Buryatia.
Now we are arriving in Imoginsk, where the temple is placed.
To drink? Da. Okay. Ah, nice. Another one? All right, put it on, put it on. Does it go around my neck? All right. And this is home tonight. No doubt it's going to be an interesting and beautiful night. Nice to meet you. Hi. Edouard. Mike. Nice to meet you. And apparently, this is a Mongolian wolf hunter. That's the breed, at least. I think he likes head rubs. Oh, even the wolf hunters love head rubs. Greetings from Buryatia in the far east part of Siberia. These are the steppe. This is the steppe, the vast sweeping plains of Central Asia. And to my left is a traditional Buryatian village. They separated from the Golden Horde about 400 years ago and have been living traditionally ever since. They're one of the many very unique groups here in Russia that are still living much similarly to how they used to. They preserve their culture quite well, and our plan is to live with them for 24 hours. You know I love this cultural stuff. Absolutely. You can usually get pretty deep into things that make you uncomfortable and get to live really closely to how they live without having too much of a tourist experience. So I'm pretty sure we will have a very unique experience here today, and I'm excited to show you what traditional Buryatian life looks like in eastern Siberia. Let's go find some food. Tomatoes, cucumbers, watermelon, some fried dough, some black stuff, some candy. Oh, and tea. Always tea. Always milk tea. Whoa. As a meat eater, I make myself watch this every single time, because whether I do it with my hands or they do it with their hands, if you eat meat, you do this. We distance ourselves too much from what happens every time we eat meat. I always seem to have a lot to talk about when it comes to this stuff. Actually, I've never seen them kill an animal the way they did here today, which is slightly slice open the skin in the sternum, reach in the chest cavity and squeeze the aorta. That might not sound peaceful, but for all the hacking and slashing and stabbing I've seen with most other places on the planet, the sheep died in 5 seconds. Didn't bleat, didn't make really too much of a move. It was just a little shudder and it looks like it fell asleep. But now, like every single time this happens, the entire sheep will be used. The insides, the outsides, everything becomes something, whether it be a blanket or an item for the table, or you never really know. Every culture, every tradition has its own way of using the animal pieces. and they respect it. Every single bit of it, even the bits we throw away in North America and the Western world. And I think if an animal's going to give its life to you, the least you can do is use every single little bit to appreciate the gift that it is giving you.
Давайте пробуем, по чуть-чуть.
So if you don't know what this is, you can probably guess.
Это вообще полезно.
It's the raw liver of the sheep. It's still warm. And in Buryatian tradition, you eat it to make yourself have powerful blood and make your penis more wide, yeah? Yeah, that's what we heard. So we're gonna take a bite. I've never had the raw liver before. Liver normally when it's cooked is really metallic, kind of chewy. This, I have no idea what to expect. I wouldn't normally do this, but it's what they do here in Buryatia, and I've learned never to refuse an invitation. If they do it, we're gonna do it. I'm not. Ooh. It's like old Jello, kind of, almost like crunchy.
Какой вкус?
It doesn't really taste like much. Honestly, I would expect like a metallic, bloody taste. It tastes like a salt and pepper. Maybe I put too much salt and pepper on.
О, Женька, хватит.
You can feel it working already. Спасибо. You're a good host.
Чё?
There it is. The first course, if you don't include the raw liver, it is the fat from underneath the skin of the sheep, wrapped around the liver and then charred on the fire itself. Want to tell me if it's good? Alright, we have Chindis's blessing. I like it. Tastes like liver. The metallic taste is back that wasn't there with the raw liver. The fat adds a nice little pastiness to it all. It feels like a warm hug. You know what I mean? The meat. It's like, hey, I know you're hungry. You feel better now. Appetizer. Boom. Now, they've got the other parts of our dinner ready and cooking. The blood sausages, the sheep shanks, everything. Now it's time for a little bit of exercise. They have some horses for us. And we are going to give it a shot. They only have one saddle. Everyone normally rides bareback here. That's not something we're very familiar with. So we're going to maybe take turns. As you might know, or maybe not, I'm not the most comfortable around horses. I've been almost kicked a couple times, almost fell off a couple times, and riding a horse I've learned is one of the more difficult things in life. But I never shy away from fear. Horses can feel fear, and sometimes when you know things can feel fear, it makes it even more difficult not to be fearful. But what do we do in this channel? We do things that scare us. And it's not about being fearless, it's about fearlessly walking towards the things when you do feel fear. So we're gonna ride a horse, and so we're gonna smile, and so we're gonna have a good time, and so we're gonna cross our fingers. It's time. What are you laughing at? That's my ride. I'm a friend, I promise. I smell like bug spray. Is that a bad thing?
No friends, got a master.
Okay. All right. We're on. All right. So give me some. I don't know what I'm doing really. Hold on to this.
Tight on the reins, and then when you direct them, and then just try not to be too tight with your feet.
I'm the boss of you.
When you want to go forward, give them a little.
Okay. Little helping hand. All right. Here we go. Okay. So bouncy. It's not so much that I'm scared of horses, it's more like I just don't know what I'm doing when it comes to a horse. Should be an advertisement for the GoPro Hero 7 hyper smooth balance stabilization. How'd I do? Good? High five. Yeah. Oh,
You're lucky. You got him.
thank you.
Nice work. Nice work.
And the crowd goes wild. No one cares. That's like basic toddler stuff here in this part of Russia. Okay, we just finished our host ride and we're getting a drive back with Arsalan. Arsalan. How old are you, Arsalan? How old are you? How many years are you?
10.
10, you're 10. So I guess in the Russian steppes you can drive when you're 10. That's a woodchuck for sure. Hey, this is Grom, the Mongolian wolf lion, chewing on the head of a gopher that my host just killed and I'm preparing for dinner. The shit I see in my life continually blows my mind.
16.
What's this? This is creepy. Dinner is still cooking. We were all sitting around discussing things. Sports came up. We found out Arsalan, the young boy, plays wrestling. He said wrestling. So we're learning about traditional Buryatian wrestling. He's going for the single leg. He's going for the single leg takedown. Ruben against Arsalan. Watch out for the single leg. Oh! Yeah! Oh! It's a tie! Yeah, that's right. The champion. The beaver loses to the eagle. His hands could. He's been working as a farmer his whole life. He could have crushed my skull with those hands. Seriously, it was like a vice from a machine shop. Anyway, after a not so graceful loss, the cows come home. I didn't know that was a thing. I just thought that was a saying. But the sun's setting and all of the cows are now coming back. Hi. Curious. Alright, we got the fam enjoying the big beautiful meal gifted to us by that sheep. We got ribs, we got chunks of onion, we got blood sausage, we have, I don't even know what that is, but it's up next. Rules are, eat the blood sausage before it gets cold and the lamb meat before it gets cold. By hand.
Ooh, nice.
There we go. Blood sausage down the hatch. The blood sausage I've had before is like blood pudding, morcillo in Spain. It's a bit thicker, a bit more pasty, with a lot more herbs and spices, maybe some garlic. This is actually pretty bland. The intestine on the outside is kind of chewy, the inside
Do I dip the meat or do I
kind of tastes
pull it out?
Чуть-чуть.
like not much.
Right for the bone. That's the man of the house.
Alright, Garrus has had his bite, we're having mine. This is all of the organs left over, except for the liver. The liver had special treatment, wrapped up in a little fun-sized bite. We have knots and twists and bumps and lumps all together. How was it?
Variety pack.
Там получается легкое.
Crunchy.
Желудок.
Crunchy, soft.
Это жир.
It's got some funk.
Спроси, как хозяйство у них
But,
называется.
Robust. It's robust flavor.
but it's not bad. Stomachs are full. Everyone's happy. We got about 4 hours sleep last night, and it is now 10:30, and we've got to be up at 5. So bedtime. Good night, guys. Спасибо. Good morning from the steppe. Hey, my man, how you doing? Oh, it's good. This is beautiful. Look at this sunrise. Jingus, good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you too, Graf. Good morning. Good morning. You are a monster dog, but you are beautiful. You know what I realized? I've never milked a cow before. I don't think I've ever even seen a cow being milked.
Ярослав прикрывает.
Good morning, little calves. You have beautiful eyelashes. We're probably not milking you. Whoa. Those things are under pressure. I didn't realize they came out so intensely. Wow, look at all that milk. A whole bucket load. 1 spoon, still warm from the cow. Oh man. It's still hissing. You can hear the bubbles hissing. All right, here we go. That is thick. That's like warm whipped cream without the sugar. It's not bad though. I thought it'd be a really strong milk taste. It is very milkshake-like, but it's definitely not so bad. Oh, everyone's hungry this morning. Hey, breakfast time, right? Breakfast time? Okay, breakfast is served. We have the milk we just squeezed from the nipples here, hot and fresh for us on the table. We have some bread, but basically it's dinner from last night repurposed as breakfast. So we have the bomb, which we avoided last night, the Buryatia bomb. We have the groundhog, we have some raw onions, and we have some bread. Oh, we got the hot innards, fresh from the pot. Chinggis has agreed to show us some of his shamanic rituals. It's a very private thing. He's not public about him being a shaman. He doesn't really enjoy showing it off. He uses it when he needs to use it for himself and his family and the surrounding people. But after hanging out with us last night, having some fun, wrestling, telling jokes, he has agreed to do it, to show us how they do their rituals.
Красивый был.
Монгол чтобы размножался, просил предков.
Thank you so much. So much fun, yeah?
Приезжайте еще в гости. Будем рады.
Spasiba. You're so sweet. Hey, there's Chinggis. Waving goodbye. We are now waving goodbye because we are back on the road. Okay, and here we are back at the train station, about to leave on a giant journey to Vladivostok. For myself, Buryatia was one of the highlights of the trip. We saw some culture, we saw some nature, landscapes. It It was incredible. So big love to the Buryatian Tourism Board for helping us out with that. Big love to Svoja Tropa, the tour operator we're working with. If you want to come here, contact them. And love to our sponsor, the Russian Geographical Society. Coming up next in the series is an 80-hour train journey from where we are now, Ulan-Ude, to Vladivostok on the Pacific coast. That sound? I mean the train is leaving. We have Gareth, we have Ruben, we've got Yaroslav, we've got this guy signing off. I'll see you on the train in the next episode. Chase your fears. See you then. You want to be in? You're in! Hi, hi, hi!